5 years ago, the Police Foundation began working with 2 police forces to help tackle persistent local crime problems. Along the way, we learned a lot about how these types of crime, the people who committed them, and the communities who suffer have changed. We also saw how police were struggling to respond to this changing world. In the past, the police had central government targets which told them what to do, and in many ways that acted like a comfort blanket for the police. Now they have to decide on priorities themselves, consulting with communities, but we found that they very often lack the evidence and the tools which will enable them to do so. We chose to focus on tackling burglary with one force because it was at that point a priority crime. But as new crimes like child sexual exploitation emerged, they were made priorities too and were just added to the list. In fact, at one point, one of the forces we looked at had 21 different priorities. We find that the police now have much greater responsibility for trying to prioritise what they do. It's also become harder to prioritise because there is much less money around. Of course, there are police and crime commissioners who are there to try to set priorities, but often they don't really have the kind of understanding we need of the changing world in which the police are operating. We also find that there's a whole generation of police leaders who came up through the ranks at a time of government targets, and now they're having to operate in a very different world. To learn more about our findings and to discuss and debate them, please get in touch with the Police Foundation by email, Twitter or LinkedIn.